Oh, I hate cutting. That's the thing that I hate the most.
You took denim to a whole new level. Welcome to episode 3 of Next Top Upcycler.
Hi, I'm Helen.
I'm Peter.
I'm Valerie.
From Caracas, Venezuela.
San Francisco, California. Mexico City.
Johannesburg, South Africa.
Detroit, what up, yo?
And I am.
I'm
The next
Top Upcycler.
I'm your host, Angelina of Blueprint DIY, where I teach you how to remake your clothes to be just as unique as you are. It's time to go all over the world and share the stories, the journeys, and the upcycles of other creative people. But there's a twist. This is a competition where each contestant gets 1 week to complete the ultimate upcycle challenge. You'll vote for the winner, and this season is all about denim.
Let's do this.
So make sure you subscribe and turn on all notifications so you don't miss an episode or the opportunity to vote to crown the next top upcycler. Last week's contestant was Tony from Johannesburg, South Africa. She is our youngest contestant and has the energy and perseverance to back it up, showing the world that young people are able to make the impossible possible.
You don't really see sort of a crew neck sweatshirt.
Her road was paved with one obstacle
Not sure I'm gonna finish on time.
after another obstacle,
broke my needle and managed to stab myself at the same time.
but she came out triumphant. If you missed our episode, definitely go watch it after this one. This week, we're back in North America to meet Peter. He's from Mexico City, so para todos nuestros hispanohablantes, presione el botón de configuración. Debajo de los subtítulos, elige la traducción automática. Entonces, puedes elegir español. And for all of our English speakers, you can go ahead and hit that little CC button down below and you'll be able to get subtitles as well.
Hi, I'm Peter. I'm 30 years old. I'm from Mexico City and I am the next top upcycler. I was born and I lived my entire life here in Mexico. Both of my parents are from here. 12 years ago, I started my journey in fashion. Both of my parents, they work in chemistry and my sister is a lawyer. So I think that's funny how I managed to be this creative person in my family. When I finished high school, my first option was studying architecture. I did study for 1 year and later I decided that I needed a change. My parents weren't happy at all and yeah, my journey was kind of strange because my school was very competitive environment. So each semester we have to create a small collection, present it, and everybody was rated from the number 1 to number 250. So each semester we have to compete to be on top. This made us the feeling of everybody needs to be the best, but I believe everybody needs to be creative by themselves and create whatever they feel like. My biggest supporter during my fashion career has been my family, specifically my sister.
You always set up really complicated goals, but you make it work at the end of the day.
Every time I do something, I ask her to try it on and to feel and tell me what she's thinking, how she feels, how she can move. Like she's my right hand in this whole journey. Hello, babe. I know you didn't expect this, but I'm pretty grateful to have you in my life and have you supporting me all this time. So Nixie, I'm really thank you. I have a great group of friends. They've been supporting me in different ways, like buying stuff when I was in uni that I was selling my crazy stuff. My friend Jimena is gonna be there. She told me about this competition and she's gonna be there. Because also the funny thing is like Jimena is one of my closest friends and we're usually in contact every time we do something. It's like, do you like this? What do you think? Like, but now since we're far away, it's like a little bit difficult.
Yeah. Well, I'm super excited that both of you guys actually made it into the competition. I had no idea that you guys were friends, and it's so crazy that you both made it in. So I'm looking forward to seeing how everything shakes out. But yeah, you guys' friendship is really special, and it's just like crazy that you both made it in.
I started upcycling because I got introduced by this idea by two of my great friends, Erin and Luisa, and I really got hooked onto the idea of using old things to make new things. I try to make the less quantity of waste in my process because I think that as designers and creators, we need to be responsible with the trash that we generate. Being conscious of that makes you reach for new approaches. The name of my brand is Peter Wasp. I made it 3 years ago. You can see my old projects, and also you can shop online there. I work a lot with unisex and one-size piece to make things easier to me and also easier to the buyers. I always want to make people feel good, like make clothing a good experience again.
So you may be wondering, how were these contestants chosen? All applicants were instructed to email me pictures of their favorite upcycles, as well as answer a few questions like, how and when did you start upcycling? What are your favorite things to upcycle? And what are your current challenges as it relates to upcycling? These 9 contestants sent me their best upcycle pictures. But not only that, because all of you guys are amazing upcyclers. They didn't just answer the questions, just give me the answers. They gave me a sense of who they really were, with the goal of representing all upcyclers all over the world, so that you'll be able to look at least one of them and see something of yourself, so that if you even had a little bit of a desire to upcycle, you'll think to yourself, I can do this. Hi, Peter. Are you ready to start the Ultimate Upcycle Challenge?
I'm super ready, and I have my pieces right here.
All right, so go get your pieces and let's show everybody.
What I have, most of them are old jeans, like different shades of blue, which I'm gonna be upcycling. And I also have, I have some scraps of old projects that I only have like pretty much a little piece of the front or something like that I may use. I have one layer that I use from another project, jackets somewhere. But they were from,
that's awesome.
what I have is like a massive selection of old jeans.
So you got those all from your wardrobe?
Yeah, some of them are mine and some of them are from my sister. She was cleaning and I was like, hey, by the way, can you lend me some jeans?
Perfect timing. All right, so what are you making, or what do you plan on making all of those jeans into?
Okay, I'm thinking about a bomber jacket. I'm not sure yet. I think people using backpacks with long coats, so I might combine that with a bomber jacket.
Oh wow, that's amazing. I can't wait to see it. What inspired that idea?
I want something that I would like to wear many times. And I love something with some utilitarian aspect of it. And I think you made one, I think it's a coat with some straps, like a
Yeah, the
backpack
Adidas.
strap. Yeah. And I love that idea. And I also made that before. So
nice.
I'm going to combine that because I love that idea.
So as a classically trained fashion designer, for you, does that mean that you draft a pattern when you're upcycling, or when you're upcycling, or is it more just instinctive? Do you just go for it?
Oh, I have both of them.
Okay.
One of the main things that I do on my work experience is pattern making. So I do pattern making for freelance for other brands and things like that. But also I love working with upcycling in this more instinct idea. Like when you cut something, maybe you cut it wrong and now you have to fix it. Or when you're clashing many things, you have to find a way of making them work.
So when I talk to you on Wednesday, what do you hope you will have accomplished? What do you want done by Wednesday?
Something. I don't know if I want to introduce texture or maybe a bleach. So maybe I should do a little test on one jeans to see how it goes. And if I like it, I might dye everything or I might bleach everything.
So you have some exploration that you want to do first. Okay, perfect. So I'll be looking to see where you are on Wednesday. And so are you ready to get started?
I'm super ready.
All right, so Peter, since you are ready, it is time to start. So on your mark, get set, go. Happy upcycling.
The first thing that I did is arrange all my jeans that I'm gonna transform. So I do ask my sister and my family to search on their closet to find some jeans, some old jeans that I can reuse to start working. I usually like to have a mood board where I get my inspiration and everything. So the specific idea to create something with a backpack or multifunctional pockets. Yeah, when I had all my sketches together, I started to craft something. Start making the base. I started drawing, like taking my measurements, and then start drawing like what I wanted. Usually when I do pattern making, I do the size of the pocket to fit my phone or any other thing that I have, my wallet, keys, hand sanitizers, and things like that. So I try to have those things around me when I'm doing pattern making. And then when I finish, I recheck if everything is measuring okay, so I can use that pattern. It took me pretty much 2 or 3 days to figure out what I wanted. But also in the meantime, I was unpicking the jeans and taking everything like apart to start working on everything else, because I always like to transform whatever I'm working with. I did bleach the jeans, but it was a hard process because I didn't think before I start. I start throwing bleach into the jeans and try to just do random strokes to have like splats of bleach denim, seeing how the bleach reacts. Difficult process because I realized I have to bleach some denims twice. The next step that I took was dyeing everything. I decided to go for pink and orange during the dyeing process. The next thing that I tried was doing yellow. Turned out pretty cool. I love it. And the next trouble that I found was denim absorbs a lot of water. I have to dye everything twice. So that process took me like another day, maybe day and a half. Later, I started thinking about what I'm gonna do about the selection. I haven't figured out how I wanted to look in the end. The next thing that I did is like I digitalized my first sketch, and then I took photos of the fabrics and worked them on the iPad to arrange it to see maybe the options of how the jacket will look. And I think I found like the final version that I like it.
All right, so Peter has already put in a ton of work but hasn't sewn one stitch, and we're already halfway through the competition. So let's check in and see if he's doing okay. Let's see if he's actually gonna finish this thing.
Hi.
How are you
Hello.
feeling? We're halfway there.
I know. And I'm in the beginning actually.
You feeling like you're at the beginning?
I decided to bleach the denim and
cool.
then dye it.
Okay.
Today I finished bleaching and dyeing everything. So I have them right here.
Oh, pretty.
This shiny yellow.
Wow. Was the bleaching difficult? Like, was it really hard or just more time consuming?
I wish I didn't took them apart because that made it a little bit difficult. So if I can go back, I will bleach everything, dye everything, and then cut it. Could be worse.
Yeah, I know you weren't sure if you were going to do that or not, but I'm glad you decided to do that. They came out awesome.
Yeah, and also there's another color, but I'm gonna only use like I only dyed 3 pieces because I didn't like it.
Okay.
This bright orange.
It looks like it didn't bleach as much.
Yeah, that's the other concern that I have. Like, because I'm not sure all of the jeans are 100% cotton.
Oh.
The bleach doesn't act the same way. That's the thing.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. That's true.
That's the biggest struggle yet.
So, are you where you expected to be on Wednesday?
Yeah. I mean, I told you I wanted to have the fabric at least.
Okay.
And some samples of yes.
Have you ever you know, I know that you had a little bit of issue like with dyeing the orange and stuff like that, but has there ever been a time in your life where you were like, I don't think I want to do fashion anymore?
Oh yeah, it was I started my brand on 2017, if I'm not wrong, or 18, some sort of there. And I quit my job on that year.
Okay.
Because of many things. I was working with one brand, and the things like I got to a point where I was like fighting with somebody that wasn't doing her job,
Okay.
and I was doing her job, and it was complicated in the end. I really, really loved my job. It was amazing. I had an amazing opportunity to work there because it's a really good brand here in Mexico, and they work with artisans from all around from Mexico. So I learned a lot of there, and I have great friends that still working there. And when I quit there, I was like just fed up about the industry, about everything. I was feeling really, really bad. And then with the help of my friends, that's why I told you, like, I have great, great friends and a great support from my friends because they pushed me back to do fashion again. I don't know. I have a client, like, I think last year I saw her and she bought me one of the first things that I made. And she was like, oh, I still wear it. I still have it. I'm pretty happy with it. And that makes me happy. That motivates me. Like, knowing that I'm able to make people happy with my work and I can translate or can make a communication through my work. That's the greatest thing for fashion for me.
Well, we're certainly glad you didn't give up. So, can we see your space?
And here is my sewing room. I have an industrial machine. It's a brother machine.
I love that you decorated it.
Yeah, I have it since I started my uni years, like 12 years ago. And I have search machine, I think it's called like that. And one of these home machines. Well, I'm lucky that I sew pretty fast, so hopefully everything's gonna be ready.
You have a ton of work to do, but I know you're a professional. You have it all in hand. You have it all under control. And I absolutely know you're going to make it amazing. Amazing. So I can't wait to see it on Saturday.
Okay, see you on Saturday.
All right, see you.
Cutting was pretty difficult because I realized some pieces had really bad stitching or really loose binding. So I have to attach different scraps and pieces of denim to have enough fabric to cut my patterns. That took me another while. I think that day I went to sleep at maybe 2 a.m. because I was like super stressed about everything, and it was already Thursday and I hadn't had anything cut already started. The thing is, like, I hate cutting. For me it's a little bit boring, and also it's like stressful because if you don't cut things properly, you're gonna have a piece cut in the wrong direction, which happened to me with the sleeve. I cut the inner part in the wrong way, and I realized it when I was start assembling the sleeve. I was like frustrated enough. I tried to save as much fabric as I could because I didn't want to waste more denim, so I made magic because that was the last pieces that I was missing. I cut everything and I did assemble everything like in a day and a half, but I have everything figured out. I can't start the sewing process, so I did start with the sleeves because I want to see if they fit my arm properly. And the next thing that I did is I started assembling the little lapel or one of the fronts that is made in this orange fabric. The next thing that I did is fronts because I needed to attach the side pockets. So I did some, I think they are called welt pockets. They're usually suits trousers and the back pockets. I did the front pocket of the right side, and that's when I realized I didn't have the straps that I drew. So I found all the waistbands that I didn't use, dye them in this orange shade, and then I put them on the washing machine to dry it and clean them, to have them ready to do it later. I finished the front, then I did the back. The back has two massive pockets in the center back for books or an iPad. The next thing that I did is finishing all the details. I forgot to attach the little strings. Then I realized I have to place them and I have to unpick them, attach the little string, re-stitch it. So that takes some time off. I did manage to finish everything.
Now, how did Peter go from having not one stitch on Wednesday to having a whole jacket on Saturday? I'm beginning to think that Peter is magic, and I cannot wait for you guys to see the final result. Now, you guys are going to be doing the judging, so make sure you pay attention and definitely subscribe so you don't miss one episode. Voting opens April 24th at blueprintdiy.com. All right, so let's see how he did. So, Peter, how are you?
I'm super happy, finally.
So, since I talked to you on Wednesday, what's been going on?
Well, everything went crazy. I didn't realize that some of the pieces didn't have like really strong stitches that connect between pieces, or some of them were really small, so I have to take some stitches off and restitch them and piece them together and to have enough fabric to cut something new. So I was like, but yeah, I solved it in the end.
Good. You conquered. You came out victorious.
I think so.
I am super excited to see what you've done. Are you ready to show it to us, to share it with us?
Let me.
So we're going to see it in 3, 2, 1.
Today is the beginning of the end and the start of a new beginning. Finally, you will be free to live a life you love living instead of the life you think other people want you to live. Remember, you are the highest authority when it comes to knowing what you want and what you love.
I'm pretty happy how it came out.
Yes.
I was terrified. Like when we hung up Wednesday, I was like, yeah, everything's fine. Everything's gonna be ready. Yeah, sure. And I was on a crisis on Thursday because I was like, I'm still cutting. I haven't finished anything. But yeah, I think it came out pretty good.
That is so sick.
What I did is like all these straps that you can see like dangling around are the waistbands. I reuse them like to create this little dangling. Technically, this bucket is for a phone. This one is for my card folder. And the back, I can put my iPad and a book. Because when I do pattern making, I usually put my phone to measure things out because I want them to be useful.
Things just being useful, just flat out useful, but worked into the design in a way that they're just effortless is just spot on for me. For me, your jacket is a complete work of both like a mixture of architecture and fashion and just like everything I love about design. And then of course you have your signature on there, which I absolutely love. So
I also have it on my pants because these are mine. Actually, today I'm wearing totally me.
that is just amazing. I absolutely love it. Like, if you can't tell, like, I'm floored. Like, it is so good. So good. So this competition is definitely heating up, and I am just like super excited now to see the rest because you guys are just you're blowing me away. You're doing some amazing, amazing work. And one of the things that I absolutely love about yours is that you incorporated the color. So even though it was frustrating and you weren't exactly sure how it was going to turn out, I am so glad that you went that route, because you took denim to a whole new level. And that's what I just can really, really appreciate. Not only that, but your construction is amazing. Go ahead.
Bring some color into denim.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. You brought the color and I'm here for it. So why do you think people should vote for you to be next top upcycler?
Maybe because you like what I did. Also, hopefully you're gonna vote for whoever you feel connected with. I'm really shy camera, so sorry for that. But vote for me if you feel like this kind of matches your aesthetic and your vibe. I think that's the most important thing.
So let me know what you think in the comments. Are you Team Peter? I'm gonna tell you, I think this jacket is so sick. I would rock the heck out of it. What about you? Let me know. And definitely share these episodes on your socials so people will know to come watch, so they can vote for Peter and all the other contestants on April 24th. And I keep forgetting to say that all of the denim things that you see me wearing in this series are denim upcycles. I have a playlist right here for you. If you want to create your own denim upcycles, over 40 tutorials. Yes, 40 denim upcycle tutorials just for you right here, from beginner all the way through to advanced. So definitely go check that out. And make sure you subscribe and turn on all notifications so you don't miss one of these episodes. I'll see you next Saturday at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time for another premiere of Next Top Upcycler. We'll be in the chat. We discuss everything and we have a great time there. So don't miss the premiere. And if you can't make it, don't worry. It's always right here for you on my channel. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!